Round 16 is in the books. 48-10, the Sharks got up over the Dogs, and some great scores in there, mixed with some pretty low ones, to be fair, especially from the majority of those Dogs players. But Hines, as captain, he still didn't play great. There's 3 errors in there, but as we said, he's just an absolute accumulator of points. He basically got 100 meters from that pick up and run there. No turnover tackles this week, so a couple of try assists, 8 goals, obviously. 3 line break assists. There's plenty going on there. 230 run meters, 430 kick. Was great. Obviously there, neg 12, not the worst thing in the world, but if you captained Nico, 88 was great. If you captained Manu, 99 was great. Hopgood for the 81. You basically got looked after either way. Ponga, if you went for him as well. We went Drinkwater in the people squad, so that was that there. But 88 for Hines. By next week, obviously you're probably holding him at this point, given that he's not going to he's not going to lose much on that price from here with the 88s. And he's a keeper long term as one of the best scorers with Cleary. So that is Nico, Captain Nico there. Briton Nikora got the nice try there. If you traded him in, you're happy days there. Obviously, your run meters and tackles aren't going to be as high when there is 58 points in this one, but you needed that try. You got a couple of line breaks there as well for Britain. Much better than last week. No sin bins in this one. Both these teams, guys, they have a bye next week. So really, the questions in this video are going to be, who are these guys you're going to be looking to pick up in round 18, and who are you looking to trade right now? Obviously, majority of these guys that are scoring well up top, they aren't urgent sells. Teague Wilton's just been solid all year, 49 average. You wouldn't have to get rid of him now, but obviously if you are carrying like IPAP, Bateman, Preston, or a Wilton as your third, Briton Nikora, you may just trade one of them. I think, if you had Nikora, IPAP, and Bateman, you have no edges this week, or you have to bring Lemuelu up or something like that. Preston's probably the only one that you could kind of look to move on now, because you wouldn't be moving on IPAP, you wouldn't move on from Bateman, you wouldn't move on from Nikora. They're all just that one step above. Wilton, I'd say he's slightly below Preston. His average suggests that as well, but Wilton or Preston could be the guys that you do look to potentially trade. Cam McInnes, man, we love this guy. A terrific try through the middle there, 53 minutes, so was up a little bit. He did play some dummy half as well when they took Blake Brayley off there for a rest. So good score from him. The big thing with the Sharkies, they, after this week, same with the Dogs? No, not the same with the Dogs. Sharkies, they have, once they finish this bye, same as the Tigers, I should say, both of those guys are completely done with their buys. So that's where a lot of them will come into calculation in round 18. The IPAPs, Batemans, these Nickers and stuff like that we're talking about. So definitely have a look at them from there. Kyle Flanagan, what about his celebration? Interesting. 56 for him with his try. So he scored fairly well in this one. Much better than Carl Oluwapu. Very, very sad that one is, but we'll get to him in a sec. Wilton, we spoke about a 54 with a try. Reed 52. If you held on to him, worked out pretty well. Still had 6 missed tackles and an error, but picked up the 52 with the try assist there. And an offload, a turnover tackle, a bit of everything there. Hamlin loves a try assist off Nico, that's for sure, on the turn back inside. He was good for 50. Preston the 49, so still had the 1 turnover tackle. Loves one of them each and every week, at least a couple. But didn't get to run the footy really at all compared to last week. Had 170 odd run meters, a couple of line breaks. This one 43, but 43 tackles for 1 miss. Happy days there for Presto. By the way, guys, it sounds like it's going to be a little bit of a delay. I'm not sure. It seems like they're saying that the bench guys are getting counted as scorers. I don't think that's the case, but we will see. I really hope that the bench guys have been counted and they're going to fix that, and I'll improve some ranks because I need it this week. But if not, it seems like it's all set, but they're just making sure that it's all good on the fantasy website there for sure. Brayley there, 48, so he had 3 try assists. He was great, but deserves his rest, that's for sure. Jack Williams, 46 points there, 27 minutes. I think there's a few first-time try scorers. Curtis Moran, a good try from him. He really worked hard in this one and was great, apart from the, obviously, 7 misses, but he had a crack, that's for sure. There's a lot of big misses from some guys later down the track. Max King, welcome back to him in a good PPM game, but minutes aren't there. He's a sneaky one. If he can get, obviously this week off, have a bit of a rest, if he can get back to some type of normalcy, then he'll be a 50-point guy, but probably not a keeper in that mid position, unfortunately. And we don't have enough trades to be mucking around, I think, with sort of those mid-range guys at this point. We saw the issues that come up when you go for a Nelson Asafa-Solomona, those type of guys. Moran, if you picked him up a bunch of weeks ago, you picked up a good score. Finucane there, Pangai Jr. Pangai's a sell, guys. He's just not good enough, unfortunately. You got the 50 with the try the other week, 40 odd, 36. Just, yeah. He's had one big score this year. You can't wait 6-7 weeks for one big score. Like, it could be next game in round 18, but yeah, Dogs are just pretty poor at the moment, and it's hard for him to really dominate. He obviously had two offloads there, 140 meters, so he still had the big run meters, but in a team that's just getting absolutely blown off the park, obviously tackles aren't going to be there as much. He had 3 misses, so that is there as normalcy, but he just can't dominate and get on the front foot with tackle breaks and the like when you are behind. Kennedy 35, Mulatalo 34, so some low ones there. Jesse Raymond got absolute gift of a try. That pass to him gets the turnover tackle. Gets the turnover, I should say. Gets the 70, 60 odd meters. So he was really low, about 16, 17 before that try. So he got bailed out with that. But still 33 in a game where they absolutely dominated is exactly not what you'd be wanting in that one. You got Burnsy there, 30. Perham with 30 there. If anyone owns him, I think most people have moved him on. Rajab got the 29 in 54 minutes, so he played a lot of that time in the 6 role when Oluwapu went to middle, but obviously he got punted as well. Apparently he picked up a bit of a shoulder issue. He was carrying a shoulder issue into the game, is what I've heard with Oluwapu. But I think he's going to be a sell after that low score anyway. If he picked up another 35-40, then we'd be looking at him to continue his cash-making ways. But I think with the buy now, he's not going to be someone that's going to make a hell of a lot more money with the low score. It kind of stunts his break-even, and he's not going to be a keeper. So that's where you look to sell him. Ockenbaugh. So, yeah, tough one. Came in, got a couple of good scores. He finally gets the role to actually start, and he performs pretty poorly. Hardly gets to run the footy, but he got 41 run meters for 2 tackle breaks, so a bit of work there. 4 missed tackles and a penalty. Obviously, no errors in this one. Was much better, but didn't get his opportunity to really imprint himself on the game. And it's hard to really give any of these Dogs players crap because of the absolute dominance that the Sharks put on them, and another flat track bully kind of day for the Sharkies there. Karaz getting 23, Avrilo's getting 22 there. It's pretty bad across the board there. Alamotti got 10 in this one, so if anyone who grabbed him, 7 missed tackles in that one and 2 penalties. One for Paul to forget, that is for sure. Still made 175 for the lads, so yeah, you can take that there. But yeah, it's not great overall. Ockenbaugh needs to be sold, I think, now. Unfortunately, the 25 with the buy, it's time for him to go. Talakai 24. Again, he's just that middling type of player. He'll have his good weeks, and then you'll have a bunch of low ones. He's just not that top tier center. There's a lot of decent centers, especially when guys like Jack Bird are likely to come back this week and stuff like that there. Karaz, again, not exciting for him. 21 from Franklin Pele, anyone who owns him. He's lost his 25k across the year. Beautiful. Matt Moylan, another 15. Just not having the impact that he has had last year for sure. Oluwapu, as he spoke about, sort of got steamrolled a little bit. 7 missed tackles there. 1 error. Only a little bit of kicking, a little bit of running for 21. But 22 tackles, missing a lot. Not good at all. And then Patolo getting 16 minutes, and then that was it. So, weird one for him in this one. But yeah, that's really the wrap for this game. All we need to talk about. We've got Origin coming up on Wednesday, which is very exciting. As you can see here, the Ampol DoorDash State of Origin experience. You can get in there, get lucky. But yeah, I'm really sad that Latrell's not playing. Hey, I just wanted to see him out there on the bigger stages because he definitely stands up. But yeah, lockout, it's not over yet, basically. And we'll find out hopefully in the next hour, I would hope. It's 11:20 right now when I'm about to post this on YouTube. So I hope you guys had a good week. I am looking to bounce back heavily in round 17. Really am looking for a cash out, cash down, cash cow kind of style player coming into this week. And we'll have to see who gets named tomorrow and then who backs up from Origin as well. So there's plenty to look at here. Obviously, if a couple of the guns don't back up, if Cook doesn't back up and he's going to be out 19-20, then they're the type of guys that I'll be trading out for sure. Tanner Boyd's on my mind. Some of the many others. Luke Keary out. Looked like he was going to be out. Doesn't have a facial fracture anymore. So if he was going to be out longer term, I'd be looking at Sandon Smith as a cash down. They could make a little bit of cash over the next few weeks and score pretty solidly. But yeah, that's probably where we're at the moment. I think that will be all for today's video. I look forward to seeing you guys in the round results in a bunch of hours. See you guys.